Time Crisis 5 is now working on emulation on your computer, the standalone build. I'm going to go ahead and boot it up. It is available now and it works. I'm going to be using an aimtrak lightgun, but you can also use an Xbox 360 controller or a mouse, and potentially a Wii remote and the Dolphin bar. All those are going to work great. And then once the Sinden light gun comes out, it should work for that as well. So I'm going to show you how to set this all up, working good for my aim track, and do some gameplay.
So the first thing you're going to do is go ahead and download the file. It's about 8 gigabytes. When it's all extracted, it looks like it's about almost 11 gigabytes. You don't need an emulator, as this has the emulator pre-built in. You'll just right-click this, 7-zip, extract all. You're then left with this Time Crisis folder here, and you're going to enter this in. A lot of people are going to want to launch this RS launcher. It just doesn't work properly. I don't know what's, maybe there's something going on in the back end, but the way I got it to work is going to one of the subdirectories, the binaries, Win64, and you can use one of these here. Now, if you're just going to run it with default settings and use your mouse clicker, this is going to work right off the bat. I believe like T and P, Control T, Control P, those are like your stock controls, and Control Q quits. But I don't want to use my mouse. I'm going to use my aimtrak light gun for this. So this is going to require quite a little bit of messing around. But like I said, you could just extract this and play this as is. So the things that I did, and thanks again, I'll show you the forum here. This is all talked about through the muline.org. There's a huge thread, over 19 pages. And depending whether you're using the aimtrak light gun or your mouse, or some people are getting their Xbox 360 controllers, or some people are even getting this to launch in Launchbox and Demo Shooter. Some people are using no mousey to remove the mouse. We're not going to get into all that, but if you want to get into those advanced configurations, you can go ahead. But I did get these scripts from this particular website, and the scripts I'm going to run are just to remap your insert coin and where to add your crosshair and things like that. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have Auto Hotkey installed. Go ahead and download Auto Hotkey. This will allow you to make AHK files, which is a automatic file here. So here's my script. All I did was I went right-clicked on my desktop, new Auto Hotkey script. It made me a new script. I then went to edit the script, and here it is. You want to go ahead and do run. Find out exactly, this is going to change on your computer, which is where the file is located. So make sure you have the right directory. What you could do is just go up here and copy this, and then copy that into here. So that was C drive users all the way up to here. No I and I, leave this, place side 1, leave this, and then the M button is now Y, the right button is also T, 5 it also represents the T button, 1 also represents the H button, and escape will quit the game. So that's what we're doing here, is we're telling it that we want to remap these buttons. And this is kind of the down and dirty way of doing this. The only other button I might remap is the skip scene button. You can also add that if you want. If you go to Time Crisis 5, go to Engine, go to Config. You might want to make a copy of your base input file like I did here in case you mess something up. But on the default one, you want to go ahead and hit Properties, and yours is going to say Read Only. Make sure you uncheck that. Uncheck Read Only, Apply, OK. We're going to go ahead and open it. And what you're going to do is you're going to, this run right here, enable mouse smoothing. There should be like a capital B or a lowercase b here. Go ahead and delete the B. Oop. Go ahead and delete the B. Okay, that's one thing you want to do. Here you go, right here. These two lines here, you want to rechange mouse X and mouse Y, and go ahead and add the word speed equals. And depending on how sensitive you want your light gun, you can manipulate these values right here. The 0.04, you could try 0.05, 0.03, 0.02, and so on. And that will help it if you feel like your gun is overly sensitive. Depending on which one of these you're using, you want to go ahead and make sure your trigger is mouse left. Your left button is, you actually want it to be right, and you want this to be middle. If you want it to course, this is actually wrong right here. You want this one to be right, and this one to be middle. Okay, and just make sure you apply your changes. Those are and then lastly, make sure your gun is calibrated, calibrate your gun. So that's it. Let's go ahead and launch the game.
All right. Put the recoil on just for this. So now with all the changes I've done, I can now use my pedal for left and right. Skipping the screen, you can either hit A or there's a button on the keyboard. But as you see here, I'm clicking these two buttons and I'm going right to left, right to left. All right, here we go. I'm gonna skip the cutscene here. So this is where I actually like the, I hit Y on my, or I'm sorry, I think it's 1, is it? Yeah, hit 1 on your keyboard. We'll go ahead and add the crosshair. So that added the crosshair there. So now I can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh, I almost shot him. Got him. Should I be killing the boss? Oh, you can't yet. Does it say step on it quickly? Okay. Oh, whoops. Get the boss. Oh. Got him. Got an A. So some closing remarks. Awesome game. You definitely do want to bind also that your skip scene button, or you can just press. You can have an Xbox 360 controller or a keyboard simultaneously plugged in. You can also use other programs if you're using like an arcade stick or you're using this in an arcade cabinet. You can really do all that. I just for simplicity, this is what most people are going to be running on. That being said, this is great. I am actually expecting to send in Lightgun very soon. I have a tracking number and I'll be getting it soon. So I'll definitely be trying this game out with the send in Lightgun. With the aimtrak Lightgun, it's pretty decent. There is a lot of messing around you have to do to get this working exactly like you want it, which is similar to most games on like Techno Parrot and similar things. So anyways, it was still cool. I love Time Crisis, and Time Crisis 1 is really easy to play. And this one is actually a lot easier to play than 2 and 3, in my opinion, because of the emulator and the amount of configuration you could do. But that's what I think. Let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.